Principles of Project Learning, Episode 7. Mentor learners during the project process. This video is part of a series on the principles of project learning. This episode is about how to mentor learners during the project process. Through project learning, learners acquire the skills, confidence and knowledge they need to take charge of the learning process for themselves. This does not mean, however, that learners can simply be left to learn completely independently. The project process is challenging. It works best when learners have support from a project mentor. One of the biggest challenges for project learners is to maintain their momentum throughout the project process. The art of project mentoring is knowing how to provide advice and guidance at the right time and at the right level. Mentoring is about helping the learner take the next step. In this video, we will explore some of the principles of project mentoring. Principles of project mentoring. As the project unfolds, expect the learner to take more responsibility for the learning process. Early in the project process, mentors will provide guidance. They will teach learners the skills they need for project work. They will discuss learners' ideas with them and agree targets. As the project unfolds, the learner develops their knowledge and understanding. They will take more responsibility for the project process, and the mentor's role will shift to providing encouragement and support. The mentor does not need to be a subject expert. A concern for many teachers is that their learners may be exploring topics outside the teacher's area of expertise. Yet the project mentor does not need to be a subject expert. The mentor's role is to facilitate the project process, to help learners progress through the stages of planning, research, development and review. It is possible to provide assistance to project learners working on a wide range of different topics by helping them to think about how to manage each stage of the process. If specialist guidance is needed, encourage learners to take the initiative and reach out to other teachers who can help to point them in the right direction. Offer feedback that helps learners take the next step. A project is a process, and the best feedback should be designed to help the learner take one step forward with their project. Projects work best when learners maintain momentum. The best assistance will not come in the form of a lengthy list of critical points for a learner, but a discussion about how they can move forward from the point they're at the present moment. Remind learners of the focus of their project. In the middle of a project, learners may lose sight of their initial objectives. It is helpful if the mentor reminds them of their initial choice of question or challenge and discusses the extent to which the work they are doing relates to this. Give learners confidence to make changes. Most projects go through a process of evolution in which the initial aim may be reshaped. The more a learner finds out about a topic, the better they become at articulating their project question or challenge. Conversations about reshaping titles can be valuable and can help to provide fresh momentum for the learner, especially if it turns out that the initial aim was too challenging. Encourage learners to review their projects for themselves. The aim of project work is to help learners take responsibility for the learning process. This involves a process of self-review. Project checklists are a valuable tool for this. A review of a project using a checklist can be done first of all by the learner, then by the mentor. The review can conclude with a discussion and agreement about targets for the next stage of the project. A selection of self-review templates for different types of project accompanies this video. Tips for project mentors. Aim to support the learner, but allow the learner to take charge of the learning process. Use a tracking spreadsheet to keep brief records of conversations with the learner and notes on their progress. Ask questions designed to help the learner reflect on key aspects of the project process. For example, have you defined your project question? Are you keeping a record of your sources? Is your project log up to date? Agree a series of milestone checkpoints, for example, for planning to be completed, for the research review to be drafted, and for the first draft of the whole project. If you have lesson time available, use it for live feedback with individual learners, whilst other learners continue with their project work. Do a deep dive into the project at milestone checkpoints, questioning the learner about what they have done and encouraging them to come up with ideas for improvement. Remember that the main task of the mentor is to help the project learner keep moving forward, one step at a time.